Hey there, YouTube. Tuber Titan 12 here with a video about an anime that I thought I'd never see again. It's Bleach. It's been like a decade since it's been out, but hey, it's back, and I'm so happy that it is. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the episode as well as kind of throw some things in there that you may have missed, and also just things that I love about it because again, I know some people may have grew up listening to Dragon Ball Z or you grew up on your Naruto. Bleach was my really strong introduction to anime. I saw Dragon Ball Z in a show called Rune Warriors years ago for anime and Sailor Moon. I've seen all of those anime, but Bleach was the first anime that really wanted me to. I was hooked. I had to see it every episode. It was great. I mean, I fell in love with anime completely as I watched Bleach. One thing is because I'm a black dude, I loved how Bleach showed people of color. I love Dragon Ball Z, but Mr. Popo, nah, he's not doing it for me. But in Bleach, they had Chad. He's Spanish, Spanish descent, but I always thought he was black. But he ends up he's Spanish. But they also had Yurichi. They also had Tozen, who always looked cool. Yes, he was a bad guy, I know, but he always looked amazing, and everything he wore, he was really cool. But I really liked that about the show, and just it was really battle oriented, and I loved Ichigo as the main character. Ichigo is not your typical shonen character that is trying to achieve some great thing or trying to do great things or find something. He's not trying to find the One Piece. He's not trying to become Hokage. All he's trying to do is just protect his friends. He lives a normal life, tries to be as normal as possible, but he wants to be strong enough to make sure that if there's danger or people around him are in trouble, he wants to be able to protect them. He's just simply a protector, wants to make sure his people are okay. And I like that simple part of Bleach to where it's not some kind of overarching message. No, he just wants to keep everybody safe. And I like that. So the episode itself, sorry about that, I got sidetracked. The episode itself, it starts off with some Shinigami. They get some training. They're going to take over in Kurakura Town or whatever, and they get bodied very easily by these hollows. I think the reason why all those hollows showed up was because of the Quincy, who you'll see a lot later on in the episode. But the crew shows up. They show off. The animation looks amazing. It's light work for everybody. Orihime has leveled up apparently. Now she can use attack powers. She used to always defend and heal, but now she can attack, which is great. Uh, Uryu, he has a smaller bow, but it's super effective. He's really strong. Chad, he's going crazy. He's very strong and powerful. Does great. He takes care of like 4 or 5 different hollows at once. And then, of course, Ichigo shows up with the blade on his back. No, there's nothing else needs to be said about that. He looks great. They take care of everybody. They take those Shinigami back to Ichigo's house. They heal him up. They eat some bread, all that kind of stuff. Then out of nowhere, this dude Eburn, that's the dude that showed up in the window. He shows up and he's getting ready to attack. He's trying to give his little villain speech, but Ichigo wasn't having it. Kicks him right out the window. He's not trying to hear him. Now, contrary to belief, it looks like he is a Quincy. He is not a Quincy. He is an Arrancar. Like the Quincy, I guess, have incorporated. Again, I don't know this to be complete, but I do know he's an Arrancar. They were correct on when they named him that, 'cause I looked it up after the episode was over. But I guess he kind of gave away. He denounced being an Arrancar and wants to follow Yuabok. That's the guy at the end of the episode that was sitting there looking at them. He's the big leader. Now, I didn't read the manga to really know about him. I do know his true identity, but I used to play a game called Bleach Brave Souls, and he was one of my favorite characters to play back then. He was on one of my teams. If side note, if you get a chance, if you want to look for a nice game about Bleach Brave Souls, I haven't played it in a year or two, but it's awesome. But anyway, he is insanely powerful. He's the guy they were talking about at the beginning of the episode, him coming back to life, the leader of the Quincy's. He's super powerful. The guy that got his arms cut off, I believe his name was Luter's Freegan. I believe that was his name. he's dead. It kind of implied it a little bit in the show, but he didn't get his arms cut off. No, that dude is gone. He's dead and gone, and he was able to kill him and not move. So that should let you know how powerful he is. But getting back to the order of the episode, so Ichigo's fighting Eburn a little bit, and Eburn tries to steal his Bankai, and that's what a lot of these guys are going to be doing. You're going to see the next couple of episodes, they're going to be stealing Bankais from all the Shinigami to kind of depower them in order to take over, because they don't want to have to fight them at full power. The smart strategy, which is very smart, it's messed up, but it's smart. They want to get them kind of weak a little bit and then go on the attack, so they're going to be stealing Bankais. Or if they can't steal it, the Shinigami, they won't use it because they don't want to get it stolen. So it pretty much leaves them not at full power to when they're fighting and that war actually starts. It puts them at a huge disadvantage. Ichigo, for whatever reason, he doesn't lose his. I have different theories on as to why. He's a substitute Shinigami. And, well, actually, as I'm talking, I know why he didn't lose his power, but I won't say it because that is a severe spoiler that I just remembered, so I'm not going to say that. So that, think to yourself why that might be. But there's kind of hints at it in this episode, to be honest. But along with that, they also pivot to Soul Society. And while they're in Soul Society, you see two different Shinigami, Yumachika and Ikaku. And if I'm mispronouncing these names, my bad, y'all. I'm doing this all in one take. So they're in Soul Society and they realize that a bunch of people are missing. They're just up and gone. I think the Quincy's are behind that. But they also take time to see that a bunch of those Quincy showed up and they confronted Yamamoto. Now, they make some jokes about, hey, your security is very, very lax. And Yamamoto's like, I'm here. I don't need security. Now, that sounds very, very brazen, and he sounds like he's like full of himself. He is not. Anybody that knows his character knows that he's insanely powerful. In previous seasons, he's took on two captains at once. There's a reason why he's the captain over all of the divisions. He's just insanely powerful. Like, I know you think Ichigo is really, really strong, right? Ichigo could not touch Yamamoto at this point in time. He would get crushed, like, badly. That's how strong he is. So when he talks like that, it means something. And it really means something. The fact that they were able to get away from him, that should tell you kind of what we're dealing with, a very, very powerful source, that they were able to get away from Yamamoto that close. They were very close to him and talking to him and whatnot, but they were still able to get away. So that should let you know, the fact that they were able to get away from Yamamoto should let you know that they are insanely powerful and they're not to be messed with. So this is serious business. I cannot stress enough how strong Yamamoto is when he gets going. I've seen, like I said, I read a little bit of the manga, and I know some stuff to come. That dude he's right to be able to brag. But moving on from that, there's not much left in the episode other than to say that, I already talked about the folks dying with Uop. Guys, this episode was everything to me. I loved Bleach growing up, and I'm so happy that it's back and it's being done right. Everything about this episode, I can't think of anything that I can fault in this episode. My one hope is that the ending gets kind of played around with a little bit, because I didn't necessarily like the full ending, how everything completely turned out. But who knows, they might change stuff with the anime coming forward. But guys, if you didn't already watch, I'm hoping as you listen to this review, you've already watched the episode. I've already seen it like 2 or 3 times. It got leaked. Technically, it got leaked yesterday. I watched it then. And I watched the official version just now off of Hulu already. So I have watched the official version. But guys, I'm telling you, if you're not a fan of Bleach, please go and watch that. Like, I can't stress it enough. I'm going to cut this video in a second, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe to me. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I want to get to 100 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the month, if possible. But yeah, take care, guys. Deuces.